with that, I feel like also with the characters of My Hero, I mean, we're gonna throw out Momo. How are they gonna do that? That's a tough situation to get into.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
what's the perv name? I can't remember him. Everyone hates him, but
Mineta.
like Mineta. How are they gonna do that? I'm very curious to see how they're gonna do a lot of these characters.
That's a good point. That's not something that I mean, I hadn't really like thought about it specifically like that, but that is one of my concerns is it's like there's so much nuance and like unique specificity to My Hero Academia characters.
Right.
How do we do that in real life? Like Froppy, okay, you could pull Froppy off, but yeah, how do you do Momo? Like,
because they've already done that with X-Men,
yeah,
with Froppy, so it works.
You could do Momo, but how, like, she's 14 and running around in a very skimpy hero costume, which,
but also, what does she have to do to get the tools?
Yeah, to be fair, it's like it makes sense because that's how she can't create things from her body and have clothes covering it up, right? Like, I get it, but like, how do you do that in a live action, right?
So I'm in the anime side community. I'm with my girlies on this one, Will. I'm with my girlies, all right? Because I've seen a lot of girls come out there on anime TikTok
talking about of the casting. Here it is. Yeah, Emma.
I think her name's like Emma
Myers.
Yeah.
So I see like there's rumors like this that are like popping up, but when you try to do the research,
nothing's been confirmed. That's what I'm saying. You know, it could be, could not. I don't know.
He's rumored for that, and then there was another casting that I saw a rumor for. I'm trying to scroll back and see if it'll pop up. But like you said, like it's hard to tell if there's any actual like anything behind it. You know,
nothing's been confirmed.
Yeah, if it's just speculation. Is it just somebody making something up to, you know, post something online? Like who
and stir up controversy, get a little trend going on.
Who knows? But I mean, it's definitely happening. Like Netflix is backing it. They've announced a screenwriter for it. Like it's definitely happening, and it's just I don't see how that it can be done well, but I'm sure a lot of people said that about One Piece as well, and they did it well. So
I went in with no expectations with One Piece. I thought I was going to flop. Everyone said it was going to do terrible.
So did I. And I watched the first episode, and I was like, wow. And my wife watched it with me.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife watched it too, and she actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But like I said, if they're going to appeal, and I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but My Hero is more geared towards, or I guess not geared, more liked by the women, correct?
I wouldn't say that, no.
Really? I've seen a lot more females like that, and which is odd to me.
It's shonen, so it's like
it's geared towards men,
for like it's
or
made
young
for
men,
high school aged boys, like technically, but it's still very good.
I've seen a lot of women come out, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of women mad about it too. Like I said, specifically going back to the Momo situation, I feel like I said, I'm on the girly side. I feel like what the girls are saying is correct, because when I've seen how Momo does her powers, I mean, we all know what that's for. Like I said, it's shonen, so we know what it's for. Now, why was that written in? Is there another way? Is there any other way we could have done that power? Because I mean, you have a guy who's a spray bottle for a head.
Yeah.
What is there anything else we could have done?
How are they going to do Tokiyami, who Dark Shadow? He's a dude with like a raven for the thing. How are they going to do? And so it's things like this that make me like,
how are they going to do? What's her name? Is it Toga? The one that steals the blood and can shapeshift.
Toga.
You know how like what happens when that happens? Like how are they going to do that?
He melts and stuff, like CGI. Like how's that? So there's a lot of questions. It's like, how are they going to pull that off? Like, I don't know.
I feel like the CGI might not be good
CGI
too.
Budget? Like,
no, because I mean,
or it's just going to be a really crappy adaptation, like Yu Yu Hakusho was. There's another one, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, that's true. Tell me this, okay? All Might. How are they going to do his character from being buff to scrawny? How are they going to do that? Are they going to get two characters?
Muscle suit.
But like, are they going to do what they did with like Shazam? Probably then give him a muscle suit.
Maybe
that would make sense.
Think about the first Captain America movie. Like,
but no, he grew that muscle though.
Huh?
He grew that muscle though.
Steroids
grew that muscle.
They superimposed Chris Evans' head on a really scrawny guy.
But that budget, I don't think they would have, because if they had to put it for everything else of My Hero, it's okay. I thought you were talking about like his muscle. No, steroids did that.
That was what, like 10 years ago? They did that 10 years ago.
That was really cool though.
Maybe it's cheaper to do that. I don't know. And I mean, we can belabor it all day long, but it's how I don't know how, I don't know why. And I'm going to be here to see it. And I'd say it's probably a 9 out of 10 likelihood that it doesn't ever get a second season. It's just going to go into the bowels of failed live action anime projects that never should have happened. And there we go. But,
so you're confirming right now that My Hero Academia live action is going to flop?
I'll give it like I said, I'll give it a 90% chance, 9 out of 10 that it'll flop.
Okay. That's going to flop.
Now, I'll pay attention because I really, really do like My Hero Academia. We could do a whole episode on My Hero Academia, breaking down the nuance of the characters, because that's
the one that be scratching the surface.
I read the manga of that one, so I know how it ends, and I could not wait. I liked it so much. And I personally, there's a lot of controversy over the ending of My Hero Academia. I personally think it ended very, very well. Have you read the manga or?
I've seen some leaks of what happens after. I don't know what happens fully. I know certain things.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say, because I don't know if it was true or not. But yeah, I don't want it to be true if it is.
For listeners or viewers, but people were upset with the way that it ended, because it's not your typical like happy, everything's perfect, but it's not like the end of the world. But like, I thought it wrapped up really well. And then we're going to get into I'm not trying to insult anybody, right? But it takes a little bit of intelligence to look at the way things went down to be like, that's actually really good writing. The way that's very poetic how things happened. It's like, well, this happened and then this happened and that negated everything. And you're like, no, dumb. Like, actually use your brain and see like what's going on here and how these things happened. So I think My Hero actually ended really, really well. But I had to read the manga because I loved it so much. But it really makes me wonder, like, and even think about the final war arc. How would they even ever do it? Like, realistically, how are they going to ever do a live action of Shigaraki and like all the crazy stuff that he can do? Like,
I don't know. Sitting there, like, you have a guy sitting there with pointing his eyes just to keep make sure like Eraser doesn't shut him and so he doesn't blink.
Right?
I don't know.
So
my mindset when it comes to My Hero of like the ending, well, I don't know what happens, but when it comes to My Hero Academia's ending, I think whatever direction they go, it won't be good. And if people don't like that, I can understand it. Here's why. Because if you look at the first couple seasons, you're hoping there's going to be a good ending. But if you look at My Hero Academia from day one, it's never been a happy anime. It might give that perception, but it is not a happy anime. Yeah. So the more you go further, it might start off like you feel like this is Disney. And then the more you watch, it's getting darker and darker. Yeah. And then once he goes on his villain arc, it gets dark. And so I'm like,
villain arc. Yeah, it absolutely
right now,
get darker and
darker. I have no expectations of a good ending. Yeah. So, but the thing is, that's why I love anime. It's not the endings you're expecting, or not even the endings you're wanting. Well, but it's whatever the writer wants.
Like, Horikoshi does such a good job, like starting you off. It's like you're in this hero society. And you're like, oh, it's heroes and villains, and oh, this is cool and fun. And there's this slow transition, and you start to realize that it's actually
there's stuff going on in the background.
So, it's a really dark world. If you manifest a quirk that people think is socially unacceptable, you get shunned. And it's like the hero society is creating their own villains by mistreating and abusing people that have quirks that aren't like acceptable quirks. Like Himiko Toga's quirk is not an acceptable quirk, and Shigaraki's quirk is not like these quirks like this. And like, there's a redemption arc through that, and it's very, very, well done. And it's one of those things that like, if you don't have the basic intelligence to actually look at a story beyond its base level, which anime fans, I love you, I really do, but there's a lot of anime fans out there that, they want Jujutsu Kaisen. That's what they want. And that's great. I love you, and I'm happy for you, and I'm happy that you're here.
If you like, that's what you want. Yeah.
There's more to some.
You're entitled to your opinion.